So the automations are really what drive everything across that entire stack. So now we send, we do that initial intake. When we send the attorney-client agreement to the client, to the potential client to sign, obviously it's an e-signature. Yep. The moment they sign it, because of our automations, our lead management sends them a welcome email from our firm saying, thanks for signing, thanks for hiring us. Thanks for signing up with us. There's a little welcome video that they can watch from me and my partner. But it then also tells them, hey, you're going to hear from your paralegal. You're going to get an onboarding meeting with your attorney scheduled. Also, you're going to get a text from a company called Case Status. We use them. They're a free app for you, for our clients, for client communication. So they get that welcome email literally in less than a minute from signing that document. Noticeably missing from the olden days is we don't have them sign a HIPAA anymore. That's no longer a part of our intake process. Because we know down the road, YoCierge is going to get that. So they get that welcome email. Because of the integration between our lead management and our case management, it automatically opens up a new project in our case management. And because of the integration with Case Status and our case management, as soon as that new project is open in our case management, Case Status automatically opens up a new case. And as part of our built-in automation that we did with Case Status, the client immediately gets a text from Case Status saying, hi, this is Levinson and Stefani. Please download this Case Status app. So and that's all literally in less than an hour. They sign the intake or the attorney-client agreement. They get a welcome email. Then they get the text from Case Status, which we already told them in the welcome email to expect. They get that. That's all set up right off the bat. They immediately have a checklist of things that they're supposed to do, right? Send us a picture of your driver's license. Send us a picture of your auto insurance card. Send us a picture of your health insurance card. Send us any pictures of the scene. From there, we right off the bat know, okay, they're communicating with us. We have that set up. We then go into when it comes time to start getting records and bills, because of the integration between YoCierge and our case management system, we can create a card for each provider in our case management system. Then when we know our client's done treating at each place, we can go into YoCierge's platform. It recognizes, oh, this is the client you're looking for. Yep. Start typing in the provider. Oh, this is the provider you're looking for, because it recognizes it from our case management. There it is. Great. What do you want to get? All of the records and bills. YoCierge then sends a HIPAA or YIPAA or whatever authorization they need to get for that provider to the client, directly to the client. Client signs it. They get it. We see updates in our case management system, what YoCierge is doing. Hey, we've requested them. Hey, we have them. And when they get them, they populate where they're supposed to populate in our case management system. The expenses entered in there. It's wonderful. But while all of that is happening, through Case Status, we're regularly communicating with our clients, what's going on. They know what stage of the case we're in, right? So the early part for us, we call it investigation stage. And the description that's built in there, and for whatever reason, most people end up clicking on the video. That's me basically saying exactly what I wrote in the description, but it tells them, here's about how long it's going to take. Here's what we're doing. So they know to expect they're going to be getting these occasional requests from YoCierge to sign off so we can get the stuff. We know when we get it back from YoCierge because it just populates in there. And talking about that, no touch in 28 days, we still run that report, but we have an automation built in Case Status where if there's been no Case Status activity for, I think, 28 days, it automatically sends them a message. Hey, we're still working on your case, but just checking in to make sure if there's been any changes in your medical treatment. And we get clients, knock on wood, that doesn't happen often where there's that delay. But when it does trigger it, they respond quickly, quickly. For better or for worse, You know, Matt, like you were talking about, everybody has their cell phone with them all of the time. A lot of times it's for the worst, but in these situations, they have it. They know it's right there. They know we are literally just a quick message away, and we know that they're a quick message away, and we are able to keep up on the treatment, and then syncing it up then with YoCierge. We know as soon as it's time to get records and bills from a particular provider, we put the request in, and it's, you know, stealing from another company in age olden times, set it and forget it, right? We put the request in, and then we just sit back, and then it shows up. YoCierge does all of the follow-up for us. We don't have to do it. And it opens up our communication with the client to being about something, you know, not taking away from the importance of what YoCierge does, but we get to talk to our clients about something more important than where we're at in terms of getting their records and bills. We get to talk to them about the impact of the injuries on their lives. We get to talk to them about, you know, gathering evidence, you know, so we can prove our case on liability. And again, we have set up this first impression from a relationship standpoint, from an experience standpoint, over the course of, you know, within 24 hours, the client can see, wow, they're really on top of it. They're doing all of this, and they've been my lawyer for less than a day. And it's carrying that through. It's getting that momentum going right off the bat of sort of like a positive experience, building the goodwill with the client so they can trust us because we're doing what we're telling them we're going to be doing. And real quick, it's funny, the one lengthy review, that client actually left me a voicemail that was a long voicemail, basically saying the exact same thing. So the fact that the client took that time to leave me a voicemail talking about what a great job one of our associates did on his case, and then also wrote a long, detailed review, really spoke volumes to us that, okay, this is working, right? Case status, YoCierge, this is working to drive what we've always deemed important: client communication, client experience. And it was that feedback, you know, that positive reinforcing feedback, you know, okay, we're using the right tech partners, we're doing the right thing so that we can focus on meaningful conversation and meaningful communication.
Mm-hmm.